What is guys, and welcome back to another video. And today we're going to rank all the Johto Challenge Champions Stadium stages in this ranking. So here we have tough, meh, and free, and all the 17 stages with Zatu Jinx, Executor. We've got Crowbar, Venomoth, Aerodactyl, Muk, Machamp, Hitmonchan, Onyx, Houndoom, Umbreon, Hodgecrow, Gyarados, Aerodactyl, Dragonite, and Charizard. So, this is it for the intro. But before I rank the stages, I have one thing to fix, which is the Kanto Champions Stadium tier list. Because Kanto and Johto have one stage linked, and if this tier list and the Kanto one is not the same, someone's gonna be like, oh, you put this on this tier, and now you make it easier or harder win like this. So I'm gonna fix the Kanto one first, and then I'm gonna go back to the Johto one. So there's going to be a bit of a blackness for a few seconds. So let me just find my Kanto one again. So this is the Kanto tier list from my Kanto Challenge Champions Stadium tier list video, and I have a few things to go through. The first is Machamp stage. Machamp stage, I'm gonna put it down to here. It's free. Before I'm doing this, there's no Lusamine. Giovanni does not have an EX yet. That's why he's in tough, because you have very limited options. Mewtwo being one of the best ones already. But with your free Giovanni and since Lusamine, it's definitely free for sure. So, no you Gengar. He's in free. Free for sure. I'm just going to put a box here and put Psychic. There you go. So the next thing is to put Lorelei grass stage to tough. Hold on. Putting Lorelei's stage to tough. Some of you guys might be like, whoa, that's a big change. Why? Because Lorelei is just hell. Hold on. Lorelei is such a problem, I can tell you. Grass. God, this is a mess. Grass. Okay. So the reason is because Surf is the major problem, and Aqua Tail can do quite a lot, and the regen effect plus defense, and this stage is really hard to poison soul. So that's another reason I am buffing it to a tough tier. And I think there's one more I want to buff. Just cross that out. There's one more stage I want to change. It's Pidgeot stage to... Hold on. Pidgeot stage, I'm putting it to meh. Putting it to meh because we have so many rock options already. Olivia, Emmett, the Dynasty with Hilda. Too many options. I think it's meh for now. It's not tough anymore. But yeah, I think the rest we can still stick to it. And yeah, I think that's it for Kanto. Should not be, I think it's okay now. So the major change is Pidgeot stage to meh, Lorelei grass stage to tough, and Machamp Psychic stage to free. So yeah, I think that's the major change here. And let's get back to Johto. Let me just quickly change. So the first one we're gonna rank is Will. Zatu, Jinx, and Executor. Gonna rank the Zatu first here. Zatu has a few major points here. The first one is impervious, no stat reduction. It also has both physical and special coverage, which is Sand, Headbutt, and Psychic. So, because of this, I am ranking it tough actually. But, well, why can't I move it here? There you go. But the draw here is, I would put it meh actually. And why can't I? Yep, there you go. Because too many ghost options. Morty, Lily, Cynthia. Those are already really good ghost options. And basically you won't have too much trouble. And I should mention the meaning of these as well. Whelp means very hard. Basically you need to prep a lot, or you have really good sync pairs to deal with. Tough is you have to play around it, you have to prepare for it, you have to worry. Meh, it's okay, mostly easy, but it can sometimes trip you over a few times. And free is basically, you basically win 9 out of 10 times. Basically no trouble at all. So, yep. Let me go back to Johto. So that's why it's free. Sorry, that's why because it's meh. Impervious really doesn't matter. And in Master Mode, if you have Impervious, you actually get the 100 extra points for no stat reduction. So that is really good because you get extra 100 points without worrying anything. And yeah, you can dual strike here using Ghost Switch as a support. Too many options. Basically, it's really easy. Next is the Devil Jinx. Definitely Whelp tier. Behave. There you go. Jinx is definitely Whelp tier. The Sentry Entry 4, you need to lower the defense to prevent the Tough Cookie. Ice Beam can freeze. And raise its special attack, can raise its defense again. Surf, the Frillish, Brine, which does double the damage when you're below half HP. It also has Thunder from the Drift Bloom, which can hit really hard. My team is always Misty or Getsis, Samurott, and Max Royale. Pretty easy, but it can still cause a lot of trouble, especially with freezes, not critting, still hitting Ice Beam with +6 evasionness. Very annoying. I really don't like Will. Yeah, Whelp tier for sure. And a lot of people just struggle against Will, especially the Jinx stage. Executor is next. Executor is Poison Weak. So, Poison Weak stage, I usually put in free. But in here, I'm putting meh. I'm putting it meh. Not even close to free. Because it has Grass Thump, which boosts the grass attack. Giga Drain can basically one-shot you very easily. And Sludge Bomb Poison. Hostile Environment. And the sides have Razor Leaf, which can crit you very easily. So maybe you're Striker, or maybe if you want to tank but you forgot you don't have Vigilance, you're going to have some trouble poison stalling Executor here. And yeah, but if you inflict the poison very quickly, if you inflict the trap very easily, very quickly, basically you're not having too much trouble. But this stage can sometimes trip you up. And when it trips you up, it sends me to hospital. It caused me a lot of trouble. So like, this stage definitely not free. Koga's next. For Koga, the 4 Pokemon is Crowbar, Venomoth, Aerodactyl, and Muk. First is Crobat. And I would say Crobat is tough. So recall from Kanto Challenge Championship, Golbat is Meteor. The main reason Golbat is Meteor is because it has Run Along now, which cuts its own HP. But Crobat does not have this, firstly. And secondly, it has Evasionist Boost, which can increase its special attack and attack, which is so annoying. And when you miss an attack, basically you might have a chance of losing the battle. And thirdly, it can poison you. And the effect for Koga is, for Crobat, Koga and Crobat only, is when the opponent is poisoned, its sync move damage increases by 50%. So if you're poisoned already, you basically take more damage and it's a big problem. Sludge Bomb is 30% chance to poison, and Crossbow is 10% to poison, but 50% chance to crit, which is very annoying. And yeah, the Air Cutter from the Sigilif can also crit you as well. And yeah, a lot of problems here. You can try to like freeze the Crobat, but Crobat has only less than freeze 8, which can unthaw very quickly. So yeah, Crobat's tough here. I don't think it's mad because we've got some more ice type options now with Cataracts, Nessa, with SQ. We've got a Vanilluxe which can flinch because Crobat has less than flinch 3. We've got Alolan Sandslash and Steven. Getsis, which is free, but Getsis is like not the best here. So yeah, we have a decent amount of ice type options. So definitely not well. Next one is Venomoth. Venomoth is famous for its Swag Bag 5, which is a 70% chance to raise all its stat by 1 stage when using Silver Wind. So that's why it's definitely a big problem. And I still haven't found a solution to beat Venomoth for 2.5k points. Huge problem here. Also, it boosts the attack for the sides, so even if you take out Venomoth, you still have to deal with the Killer and the Pinsir, which can fire off with strong earthquakes. Big problem here. And yeah, Bug Buzz can lower your special defense, Energy Ball can lower your special defense, Silver Wind can raise all its stats by 1, which is just so annoying. So annoying. And like this bug will always trip you up every single time unless you have a good flying type like Yveltal, Gyarados, and Rayquaza. If you don't, always very hard. But like if you can take out this bug pre-sync, I think it's tough. But most of the time it's Whelp. Aerodactyl is next. Aerodactyl has evasionist buff, status shield, crit shield, and also boost its attack. Electro Web can lower your speed. Pain Missile can hit maximum 5 times. Poison Jab can poison you, very annoying as well. For a lot of critical shield stages, I put it in Whelp tier most of the time. But here I'm only putting it in Meh. The reason is we have too many fire type options. Red, Leon, and Ethan sometimes. Hilda, even Elvin someone uses, and Entei. Too many fire type. We have 15 fire type sync pairs. How is that not enough? And like, you can clear out Aerodactyl's critical shield, status shield, and evasionist with Lycia or the Rock, which you should have either one of them. So like I think it's meh. Usually it will not trip you up, but if you do not have those 3 iconic fire types, I think it's tough. If not, it's meh. So I'm assuming a lot of you guys have either one of them, so it's meh. Muck. Muck is the interesting one because it really depends if you have Maxi or not. If you have Maxi, for sure free. But if you do not have Muxie, it's almost too Whelp, I would say. So like it's more of the middle here. So like if I'm like putting up a new column here, but like assuming I'm not doing that, I'm putting it tough. Tough here because hostile environment give you the poison. Body Slam can paralyze you. Facade, you cannot burn it to lower the attack because it will do double damage with Facade. The sides have Eerie Impulse, can lower the special attack. The Nido Queen has Iron Tail and Poison Jab, which has a hostile environment as well. And Ground Weight. Ground Weight is always really hard. But again, if you have Maxi, it's free. If you don't have Maxi, it's tough. That's mostly why it's tough tier. So yeah, I think the Aerodactyl and Muck can really be interchangeable. It can be like really free if you do Dual Strike, but it can be really tough if you don't have any of those fire types. Muck, the same. If you have Maxi, which I know a lot of you guys don't have, if you don't have Maxi, it's just so hard. If you have Maxi, it's definitely free. So yeah, I think there are a few things that you guys might disagree. One of them is the Zatu, the other one might be the Aerodactyl. So yeah, let's go on to the next member, Bruno. So Bruno has 3 Pokemon, Machamp, Hitmonchan, and Onix. I'm gonna rank the Machamp first. Machamp is free. The reason it's free is because it has the exact same stage as the one in Kanto. And the Kanto one, I already ranked it to be free. So it's, again, free. 2 many options, Signature Lusamine, and free to play 6-star EX Giovanni. There's no way you're not going through this stage. And even you don't have those 2, Caitlyn can still help you out. Like, Caitlyn is still decent. Sabrina 6-star EX can also help you out. So like, there are still other options here. Hitmonchan with the Fairy. I think Hitmonchan is like, no, I'm not putting in free, of course. But Hitmonchan is one special one because it can raise its attack very easy, and close combat is a lot. Rock Smash can lower defense, and it has stat shield, which if you inflict stat lowering, it bounces back. So let me think about this. So like, I think it's a bit of a meh to tough. I think it's a meh to tough. So like, again, if there's like a column in the middle, I would put it in the middle. But there isn't. So I think it's tough. Hold on, let's just delete this. Tough. Because lowering, increasing attack, you cannot lower the stats easily. Rock Smash lowering your defense. Close combat is doing a lot. And fairy types are still limited, I'm being very honest. We still need some decent fairy types. We need some decent fairy types. So, fairy type options like Diantha, Sycamore, Panatam Serena, like Battery, like no one uses Battery unless you're like free to play. And like, yeah, that's it. Like, you can use Anniversary Lily like me, but like, if you don't have those sync pairs, like, of course you have Sycamore, but like, no one would use Sycamore to use as a striker because you have other more important stages to use for Sycamore. So like, tough tier. I think it's meta tough, to be honest. But I'm gonna put it in tough because of the limited fairy type options. Of course, Phantom Serena can help you out. Diantha can help you out. But if you don't have them, it's like so hard. Onix. Onix is for sure tough. Oh man. Again, really depends on your grass type striker here. If your grass type striker is Maxi, it's for sure free. If your grass type striker is things Erica, Brenda, Brendan, it's meh to free in between. But if you don't have a decent grass type option, like you have Gardenia, you're using who are you using, for example? Celine, which is like not too good, it might be tough. I'm putting meh for an average here. Really depends on what your grass type striker is. If you have Maxi, Brandon, or Singles Erica, it's pretty free. But if you have like Celine or the other like not so good grass type strikers, it's meh. The main point is Bulldoze, Critical Strike 2, and Die Hit. That can really trip you up, and it really depends on luck here, so it's meh. Karen. Houndoom, Umbreon, and Hodgecrow. 3 really interesting options here. So, Houndoom. Houndoom has +4 evasionness, which is like, oh gosh. If you're like really unlucky, basically it's well tier. If you can never hit your moves. But assuming you're not that unlucky and you can hit your moves, I think it's meh. I think it's not too hard to trip you up. Yes, you might miss a few attacks, but when you sink, it dies. Because Houndoom is pretty frail. Mega Houndoom can be really scary with Bite, Flinch, Fire Fang, Burn, Dark Pulse, Flinch, but Bite is 30% flinch, Dark Pulse 20% flinch, Burn is 10% flinch. What are the odds of them coming together? Pretty high, I'd say. It's like only a 0.0 something chance, but still it could happen. It could still happen. 0.006, right? So yeah, it's still pretty high. But like, if that really happened to you, reset. And we have a decent amount of fighting type options. With Bruno's, Singrid coming up, got B, Keldeo, Gallade, Karena. Houndoom is pretty okay. Not too hard, not too easy. Umbreon, definitely tough. Definitely well. Umbreon is just annoying as heck. Store power, guaranteed crit. And if you don't debuff Umbreon, it's going to do a lot. Because store power is based on the stat buffs it has, not based on the power. Dark Pulse can flinch, Bite can flinch, the Sharpedo has Surf, and Ice Fang can flinch and freeze, Waterfall can flinch. So many problems that could happen. And the Reuniclus on the left can buff Umbreon's special attack by 2. And Carrot Umbreon is gonna buff its own special attack by 2 again. So you can Umbreon can get the +4 very easily. So like, if you have no ways to counter this Eevee here, you're in trouble. Definitely Whelp tier. For me, I think it's tough. But like, if you don't have a bug type option, it's definitely Whelp. And for the majority, I think it's Whelp. Definitely Whelp. For the majority. And yes, you're gonna say, oh, that's not your opinion. That's like general opinion. No. Even if I'm older, I think it's still Whelp tier. Because Hyper Beam can miss. You have to debuff it. It's very annoying with Struggle Bug. And it's too frail overall. Hodgecrow. Well, the flying types here, huh? Hodgecrow is meh. Or tough. Again, it's so in the middle. Really in the middle. Really depends on... really depends on... how would I say? Really depends on what your options are again. It's so annoying to say this. Because if you have a good rock type option, oh my gosh, it's definitely free. Definitely free if you have a rock type option. But if you don't, it's almost Whelp. Almost Whelp. Almost Whelp. Depending on your options. Again, if there's a tier in the middle, I would put it in the middle. But like, we don't have it, I'm assuming. So like, I'm putting in, I don't know, this is hard. How would I put you? Oh gosh, how do I put you? Let me think about this. So I'm gonna write it down because I have no idea how to rank you. Let me just write it down. Aero Ace. You've got Drill Pack, Twister, Aggravation. You've got the Outrage, EQ Sediment, and the Pidgeot with Heat Wave, which can burn. Definitely top tier. Oh, jeez. Just get rid of these. Oh gosh, hold on. Okay, I've got it. Definitely top tier. Yeah. Hold on. How to say it, because it is very annoying. Drill Peck can do a lot of damage. Twister can flinch you very easily because Twister is a special when you're usually prepared for physical for Hodgecrow. And what am I saying? The sides. Heat Wave from the Pidgeot, which can burn you. Outrage from the Sediments, and the Earthquake, which can trip you up. Rock Slide can flinch you. So many things that can go wrong. And Hodgecrow is post haste as well, which doesn't do too much, but it boosts its speed, which is pretty good. Lance is last. So for Lance, we have 4 stages, which are the 4 flying types: Gyarados, Aerodactyl, Dragon, and Charizard. Very weird stages, I'd say. These 4 really like strange stages. And yeah, we only got 1 free stage for Star so far, and 5 stages for Meh, 4 stages for Tough, 3 stages for Whelp. So Gyarados is first. Gyarados is Meh. We have a decent amount of electric type options, and we've got Volkner, Lessa, Classic Lessa, Volkner with Electivire, Molga, 2 mid options. The only thing to care about is Resilience, Reset, and Hyper Beam, which you can probably deal with it quite easily. So it's Meh. I don't think anything can trip you up too easily unless you're like really unlucky. Plus, Hyper Beam can miss, Hydro Pump can miss, and Rock Slide can miss, which is pretty good. Aerodactyl. I think Aerodactyl is tough. The main reason is critical focus and Giga Impact. Should not, I don't think I have to explain too much here. The critical focus thing is really tripping me over sometimes, because when raising critical hit rates, basically some of the moves can result in a critical hit, which is really annoying. The Giga Impact can do a lot of damage. It take out my Zamazenta with like 2.7 damage or something. It's a lot. And lastly, Icy Wind with speed drops, Frostbite which can crit. So many things that can go wrong. So yeah, I think that's why Aerodactyl is tough. Got Dragonite and Charizard last. I'm gonna do Dragonite first. This might be one of the most like controversial one, because some people's gonna say, yay, it's free. Some of you guys gonna say, oh, it's so hard. I think it's hard. Very hard. Yes. There are a lot of Dragon type options. Dialga, Cygnus, Eternatus, Palkia, Rayquaza. What else? Dragonite, Komodo, Hydreigon, and I can't name any Dragon options in a sudden. Yeah, but those are one of those Dragon type options that are pretty useful. Despite that, it's still really hard because you have to focus on both physical and special, which I'd say Venomoth and Dragonite has some really good similarities. This guy focuses on both special and physical. This also focuses on both special and physical. Sing Move is physical, but moves are special. Thunderbolt, Flamethrower, Draco Meter, Ice Beam, all physical, no, all special. Sing Move is physical, so you have to counter either one, which is hard. And the second one is Critical Shield, which a bit of Aerodose. If you have some good if you have some decent Dragon options, meh. If not, well, I think I have to put it in the middle again. It's tough. I think, actually, yeah, I'm putting in tough because I think I have to put it in the middle here because it's not too hard and not too easy. It really depends on the options again. Try this, man. Charizard is definitely man. No way it's free. Because X Regen gives you a free turn, and Flare Blitz can trip you up. The Dragon Claw that won't do too much. Fire Fang, Burn and Flinch. What are the odds again? Like 0.06. Like Nah. And is there anything else? Yeah, there's nothing much to this stage. This stage is like pretty easy, to be honest. Close to 3, but again, really depends on the options. Really depends on your luck. If you got like burn and burn and burn, flinches, you always don't choose the X regen option. You're screwed. Very close to 3, but very not close to 3. I think it's meh. This stage sometimes trip me up, actually, so I think it's meh. So I think I have my tier list here. For Jinx, for Whelp tier, it's Jinx, Venomoth, and Umbreon. Tough is Crowbar, Muk, Hitmonchan, Hodgecrow, Aerodactyl, and Dragonite. Meh, it's Zatu, Executor, Aerodactyl, Onyx, Houndoom, Gyarados, and Charizard. Freeze Machamp. You'd ask, why is there only one free stage? Because I think every stage is pretty hard. Every stage is actually pretty hard, to be very honest. To be very honest, it's pretty hard. So yeah, I think that's it. And I'm pretty sure some of you guys are gonna like complain, but go for it. Let me know which stage you think it's harder than I expect, which stage is easier than I expect. I'm pretty sure some of you guys are gonna say Dragonite is like free, for sure. Some of you guys might say, oh, Executor is so easy, it's free, but nah. For me, it's this. So yeah, that's for the video, and hope you guys enjoyed. And let me know if you agree on any of these and what changes would you make. And yeah, join the Discord in the link in the description below, and like and subscribe if you haven't. And yeah, we just hit 800 subs. It's thanks to all of you guys. So yeah, that's it, and see you guys in the next video. See ya.